I'm Pastor Keith Mackey, and this is Good Friday at St. Paul Church in Napoleon, Missouri. You know, in a way, we can imagine that we're observing Good Friday kind of the way the disciples observed it during that terrible time. John 13:30 says, "As soon as Judas had taken the bread, he went out, and it was night." Well, I think it's safe to say that that statement did not just reflect the hour, but the state of humanity and the state of Jesus. You know, Tony Campolo has this famous sermon that I really enjoy. It's called "It's Friday, but Sunday's Coming." But as we hunker down tonight, isolated in our homes, in hiding, in effect, we have a tremendous advantage that those original disciples did not have. You see, it's true. It's Friday, but Sunday's coming. But you see, we know that it's Friday and Sunday's coming. But those guys, they did not know this. And as they hid in the darkness that Friday night, they knew it was all over. As they whispered one to another behind locked doors, they probably figured they were next. It was a time when fear gripped your soul and churned your insides and cast fog into your brain. I'm going to have to admit that the cross, which is the point of kind of the central theme of all this, the cross really has no wondrous attraction for me because it was an instrument of death and torture used by the Romans, and it was an instrument of terror, and because of you and me, the most innocent of men endured that abomination. But let's let Jesus tell us what it was like through the eyes of the inspired prophet King David, and let's do so in the powerful image of the bard of Shakespeare, of King James. Back to the Psalms. Psalm 22, 1 through 18. My God, why hast thou forsaken me? Why art thou so far from helping me, and from the words of my roaring? O my God, I cry in the daytime, but thou hearest not, and in the night season, and am not silent. But thou art holy, O thou that inhabitest the praises of Israel. Our fathers trusted in thee, they trusted, and thou didst deliver them. They cried unto thee, and were delivered. They trusted in thee, and were not confounded. But I am a worm, and no man, a reproach of men, and despised of the people. All they that see me laugh to scorn. They shoot out the lip. They shake the head, saying, He trusted on the Lord that he would deliver him. Let him deliver him, seeing that he delighted in him. But thou art he that took me out of the womb. Thou didst make me hope when I was upon my mother's breast. I was cast upon thee from the womb. Thou art my God from my mother's belly. Be not far from me, for trouble is near, for there is none to help. Many bulls have compassed me. Strong bulls of Bashan have beset me around. They gaped upon me with their mouths as a ravening and a roaring lion. I am poured out like water, and all my bones are out of joint. My heart is like wax, it is melted in the midst of my bowels. My strength is dried up like a potsherd, and my tongue cleaveth to my jaws. And thou hast brought me into the dust of death. For dogs have compassed me. The assembly of the wicked have enclosed me. They pierced my hands and my feet. I may tell all my bones. They look and stare upon me. They part my garments among them, and cast lots upon my vesture. Yes, we know that it's Friday, and we know that Sunday's coming, but they did not. And so while we're hunkered down and hiding, in a manner of speaking, let's try to imagine the mindset of the disciples, the mindset of fear and shock. Shock that this was the Messiah, the anointed one, the one long prophesied, long awaited, the one who would bring about the redemption of Israel, who went to a grievous death on this Friday night, lay in the grave, in a tomb hewn out of rock. Big boulder was rolled over the entrance, armed guards posted to make sure the dead guy stayed dead. But we know that he didn't stay dead, and his resurrection would be the mark and the seal of all that is eternal. So I've never thought there was much good happen on Good Friday, the day my Jesus died, but we do know one thing for certain. Sunday's coming, and at a time that no man knows, Jesus is coming back. We look forward to that day. Even so, come quickly, Lord Jesus. I'm Pastor Keith Mackey. Good night.